The only thing that matters, is this moment. That is it. That is it. That's why I love how in the Course it's called the holy instant, because God is not, divine source, your connection to flow, to love, to joy, to peace is not in 5 minutes. It wasn't 5 minutes ago. It's right now. I have a quote. This is how we usually do it here. I put a quote up, we read it, we break it down, and I'll help you to understand it more. So let me pull the quote up. Let's see, where is it? There it is. Okay. Might be too small. I think I might have to make myself. Wait, hold on. Like that. There you go. All right, let's just read this big, and then I'll come back in the little small space. All right. Take a deep breath. Each instant is a clean, untarnished birth in which the Son of God emerges from the past into the present, and the present extends forever. It is so beautiful and so clean and free from guilt that nothing but happiness is there. I read it again. Each instant is a clean, untarnished birth in which the Son of God emerges from the past into the present, and the present extends forever. It is so beautiful and so clean and free from guilt that nothing but happiness is there. So, you've all heard about living in the present moment, right? I'm sure you have. So, in A Course in Miracles, what he teaches us is that the present moment is called in the Course in Miracles, the holy instant. The holy instant. So, when we look at our lives, and when we look at, when I was saying earlier, when we're psychologically not healthy, it's almost always some level of living in the past, regretting the past, mourning the past, dwelling on the past, whatever happens to be about the past. Longing for the past, that's another one too. Longing for the past, regretting the past, reliving the past, all that stuff, right? Or it's the opposite. It's the future. It's like, what's going to happen next week? What's going to happen when I don't have money? What's going to happen when that happens? Or on the other side, now all of this is neither a negative or a positive. It's just what happens, you know? So we start to dwell in the past, or we start to focus on the future. Oh, when I get there, I'll be happy. When I lose the weight, I'll be happy. When I find Prince Charming, with all the Harry and Meghan stuff. When I find Prince Charming, I'll be happy. When that happens, then it'll be great, right? So you're like fantasizing about the future, and you're also fearing the future at the same time. Oh, but what will happen when that happens, and that happens, right? So there's a past orientation, and then there's a future orientation. For my money, working with hundreds of people over my career, is that we tend to, and just check yourself out, it's not exclusive, but I feel like people tend to be more one or the other. They tend to be more dwelled in the past, or wanting to relive the past, or regretting the past, or they tend to be, I don't want to deal with the past, or I don't want to deal with here, I want to go to the future, right? Or you're worried. So much worry comes from living in the future, right? So much worry comes from living in the future. What's going to happen if that happens, and that happens? So you just ask yourself, it doesn't matter. This is just kind of self-inquiry for yourself. Which one do you tend to be? Do you tend to be that person that's always like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Or the past? I have found definitely there are people, they're on either side. They're on either side. We all have both of them, right? There's nothing wrong with this. I'm just giving you the groundwork, right? The groundwork for what the holy instant is. So there's the past, there's the future, and then what? There's the present moment. The present moment, as I said, is what the Course would call the holy instant. Now, here's the deal. Doesn't matter what you call it. Grace, God, love, the divine, Christ, whatever you call it, is not living in the future and is not living in the past. That connection is only in this moment. Take a deep breath. Many religions will teach you, once you are a good enough Catholic, a good enough Jew, a good enough whatever, then and only then will you have a real connection with God, grace, love, divine self, right? And that is really, really disempowering, first of all. Because as it says in the Course in Miracles, the holy instant is right here, right now, right? So I want to read something that's not of this. Hold on a second. And I mean, this says it perfectly. It's untarnished. This moment is untarnished. It's only right now. At this moment, at 2:13 on March 10th, 2021, this is it. This is it, friends. This is it. It ain't in 10 minutes. It wasn't 10 minutes ago. This is it. As you're looking in my eyes right now, this is it. Take a deep breath. And when I say this is it, I mean, this is it. Do you understand? Put into the chat if you have any questions or comments about time. I want to read another one. Let's take this one off, okay? Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, hi, Cynthia. Good to see you. All right. So this is the very beginning. If you have your Course in Miracles there, this is chapter 15. Chapter 15 is called the Holy Instant, okay? Oh, sorry. Let me read this. Okay. This is the very, I have a couple of things I want to read from this. The first thing is, Cynthia's on every platform. The very beginning, and it's called The Two Uses of Time. My cat is losing her mind. What are you doing? Okay. Can you imagine what it means to have no cares, no worries, no anxieties, but merely to be perfectly calm and quiet all the time? Yet this is what time is for, to learn just that and nothing more. So time is obviously present, future, present, past. Time is a learning device from A Course in Miracles point of view. So it's not real, but we perceive time as a learning device because it helps us to get ourselves, our alignment with Source, God, Grace, up to speed, or remove enough of the stuff so you can feel it and see it, right? So in this moment, I'm gonna guarantee you, if you think about this and feel about this, in this moment, you have no cares, you have no worries, no anxieties. You are calm and you are quiet. Now, I know some of you just said, no way, because right now I am worried about my rent. I am thinking about this because in this moment, right now, there are no anxieties, there are no worries, there are no cares. If you can start to get what I'm telling you right now, because this is where your connection with grace and love and God is. If you can start to get what I'm trying to tell you right now, your whole life is going to change. Because if you're honest with yourself and you said, well, that sounds really great, Max, but really, I got bills. Your bills aren't in this moment. They're not. Your bills are when you pick them up and you look at them. Could be. Take a deep breath. So time is a learning device. We need to use chronological time until this is a great quote from the Course. We use time until we do not need time anymore. Because you don't need time. It is a construct. It is a construct. If you think about it like this, it's really just this moment, and then there's this moment, and then there's this moment. There's all these nows. It's now, and then it's now, then it's now, then it's now. Your memory is not real. It's your memory. And I can hear you people say, listen, I'm a huge history. I have a degree in history from NYU. So I'm a huge history fan. And I love history. You can learn a lot from history. But history is over. It's over. We can learn from it, but it is over, right? It can be written about. It's over. The only thing that matters is this moment. That is it. That is it. That's why I love how in the Course it's called the holy instant. Because God is not. Divine source, your connection to flow, to love, to joy, to peace, is not in 5 minutes. It wasn't 5 minutes ago. It's right now. Right now. I know you get it. I know you understand it intellectually. But can you feel the ramifications of the power of now, which is one of the great, incredible book? Can you feel the ramifications of the power of the present moment? Because if you could live in the present moment, not all the time, because there is no time, wink, wink, you don't have to worry about doing it in 10 minutes because you're going to be there already. Do you get it? But right now, if you can sink into this present moment, just for a nanosecond, just for an instant, and you start to build that muscle of being here, 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 you are going to master your life in no time flat. In no time flat. I guarantee you. Because this is where God is. This is where divine grace is. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. Right now, as I'm saying it, this is it. Everything's happening at the same time. And there is no time. This is the great paradox of metaphysics and of great spirituality. Everything's happening at all times and nothing's happening at all times. And I've often will refer to a book, one of the very, very first books I read when I was a little boy, called The Nature of Personal Reality by Seth, that was channel material. You want to get some mind-blowing stuff about time? You read that. I was reading that at like 9 years old. No wonder I'm cuckoo. He goes on in this section. He says, this lesson takes no time. I mean, come on. It's like he's making a joke. This lesson takes no time because there is no time. You get it? Because it's only now. For what is time without a past and a future? This next line is going to really, listen to this. It has taken time to misguide you so completely, but it takes no time at all to be what you are. Take a deep breath. Begin to practice the Holy Spirit's use of time as a teaching aid to happiness and to your peace. Take this very instant now and think of it as if it is all the time there is. Take this instant right now and think of it as if it is all the time there is. So it's taken time to misguide you away from this moment, away from your connection with Source, God, love, grace. But it takes no time at all to be what you are. You can't get away from it. That's the way it is. How can you not feel a sense of peace if you can really do that? If you can really take this very instant now and think of it as that is all the time that there is. Do you get that sense? Peace should start to bubble up inside you. You should start to feel a relief. You should start to feel this is it. This is what they say when they say, live your life like it's your last day. Live this moment like it's your last day. It's the only time there is, because it is the only time there is. Now is the only time there is. That's it. I guarantee you, 95% of your issues and your problems and your challenges will start to just melt away because you're going to be here over and over and over. Oh, I love that. Peace and stillness and wonderment. That's really beautiful. I love that. That's it. That's it. That's why this concept of the holy instant is so powerful. You don't have to try to be yourself. You already are yourself. If you're striving to become better, get rid of that thing, try to be that. That's all in time, and time doesn't exist. So it is an illusion. And that misguides you away from yourself. But it takes no time at all to be what you are. Take a deep breath. Why do you think that I'm always asking you to take a deep breath? Just saying. Okay, friends. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Remember, today could be the best day of your life. And please let me know if you need anything. Follow me on Instagram and all that stuff, and I'll talk to you later. Okay. Bye. See ya.